Before I jump into the talk, I would like to ask you one question. What is the CS culture in your organization? Is it like a post-it everywhere? You have a lot of post-it, a team is doing the brainstorming, doing the Kanban board, do the ideation, or you have the creative space, people can generate and creating the prototype, or you have the framework like classic double diamond, like build the right product, build the product right. Or even you have different type of framework like lean, agile, design thinking. When you search on Google, you will find out like lean, agile, design thinking with this kind of chart. So basically the team are using design thinking to discover users' pain point and finding the needs, using lean startup to quick validate their concept, and using agile and scrum to quick ship the product, their service, the feature, and get the feedback from the customer, iterate it again and again. A lot of time when the stakeholders or the organization invest this type of framework, we try to have different like approach to have a better process to solving the problem and quick shipping the product. However, there's no magic happen in those framework. And a lot of times stakeholders cannot find the value why we need to do that. We didn't even building the better product or even didn't build a better impact for the business. So I think this one part is missing. It's about understanding about the maturity about UX and CX. So you can also find this online. We separate into 4 layers. The first one is awareness. Is a company organization aware about the UX, CX? And the second layer is like company willing to invest, how much money they put in the training, the budget for the different type of framework, for hiring for the different type of designer, researcher, and specialist. And also the third layer is about how company think about planning and strategy when they're building the future plan. Do they think about CX and UX together, or even for the DX? And also the end of the maturity model is really about the culture change. And to make the culture change, actually, it takes very long time and it's very hard to achieve because there's some part is missing. It's about people's mindset. When you think about the definition of the culture, I will briefly say it's like the way we behave, the way we work, we communicate, we collaborate with our colleagues, and how we interaction with each other in the organization across different company, and also the value we believe. It's really based on this. Depend on you will decide your company culture. For me personally, I think the good CS culture, including these few things, human-centered, and also collaborative, iterative, and innovative. And one thing I just mentioned about is about their mindset. Mindset changing is very hard, and it takes a long time to changing people's behavior. It was a long journey, and also every company, every organization start from different like starting point. For example, you have huge organization, very big organization, you try to do innovation. You are the small startup, you try to shipping your product, validate your concept, build shipping the service quick as soon as possible, testing the market. Or you are the mid-sized firm, you try to improving and your service, find growth on your product and service. A lot of time, every company starts from very different point, right? When we're talking about the mindset change, it was very hard for different types of organization, no matter which size of organization you are in. As what I say, it's very long journey. And there's many traps when on your journey, when you try to change in the CS culture, and there's many potential traps you might facing. So today I'm gonna to share and explain with you there's 3 type of traps it might happening on your organization, and how I use my experience to using design sprint, different type of sprint to solving these 3 problems. These 3 problems we might facing. The first one is about customer understanding. The second one is about culture and office politics. The third one is about speed and iteration. As what I say, you need some probe to ignite this CS culture change. And what I use is about the framework design sprint. You might heard about design sprint before, Basically, it was separate into 6 different type of phase: from us understanding, define a problem, sketch, decided the idea, and we build a prototype and test it to validate our concept. We schedule these 6 phase into 5 days, and then a lot of time when a team trying to run design sprint, it really helping you to avoid the barrier I mentioned above. So I will explain with you from the next slide. So the first thing is about customer understanding, right? So nowadays, to be honestly, there's having too much data around the office. So when you can see that like the stakeholders, everyone, the decision maker, like a product owner, PM, business analysis, right? We always surrounding by a lot of dashboard, Excel sheet, tons of data. Most of the time, a lot of stakeholders, they are missing very important insight from this big data. Actually, when we surrounding by this number of big data, actually, it really pushing us farther and farther away from real customer voice.